Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles on warm woolen mittens. I am just walking over to my desk so we can continue to talking gifts. Actually, it's kind of old-fashioned to do the big vibrato. Gifts! Yeah, the squealing kind of things. And hey guys! Hi y'all. I don't have a cup of coffee. I have a Chick-fil-A. By the way, on gift giving, I have found, and I know you know that I work for Chick-fil-A. So, in their home office. And, or what we call a store support center, because if it weren't for the stores, I wouldn't have a job. And the stores are the ones that put out the delicious foods. I'm in the menu department, so I help decide. I'm an admin, I don't help decide. But I help support my boss who does. Anyway, no joke. People love getting Chick-fil-A calendars. So go to your local Chick-fil-A. This is, I promise, this is a great gift idea. I'm not trying to promote my brand because there's other brands out there that I absolutely love. But everybody loves getting a Chick-fil-A calendar. Because besides having a calendar all year that's really cute, because of the cows, there is all kinds of little discounts on food. And when I say discounts, I don't mean they give they give food for you to try and they give you a price cut for it. So I think it's a actual digital offer card that's now in the calendars. I don't think they're paper anymore. I think they're actual plastic digital offer cards. But anyway, I'm drinking my Chick-fil-A. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. My favorite is half unsweet tea, half diet lemonade. Okay. Some weird Christmas gifts that I'm going to suggest. Okay. One. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Maybe I'll put this on. Now I'll be your elfie. Isn't that pretty? Okay. I know you guys are going to be like, seriously, Beth? Needlepoint gifts? People love to cross stitch. People love needlepoint. People love crocheting and knitting. Yes, they do. It's not just older people. Young people are getting into this because they realize it's a really personable gift. Like if I am 25 years old and my friend is going to have her first baby, the coolest thing is to do a sampler, or a wedding, is to do a wedding sampler or a first baby sampler. A sampler is a cross stitch kit that you put their name and the baby's, well, if it's a wedding, you put their name together and the day that they were married. You actually write that in and then you build it into the graph. And you actually cross stitch it with whatever sampler you pick. There's so many pretty ones. You can go to like Michael's and Hobby Lobby and they have a whole cross stitch section. And if you did that for a friend, that's a special gift because that means it took you a month or two to cross stitch that out. And cross stitch is so easy. Comparatively, needlepoint, they have those same kind of things, and then you can turn around and make them into pillows and other things. And then there's also the stamped ones that you can use. Either way, I mean, if somebody's really gifted and can make them into a pillow, or if you just want to go to a framer like the Great Frame Up and say, hey, because it's not as expensive as you think, because you actually go in there and you get involved and they teach you how to frame. It's so fun because like they taught me how to stretch the material over the cardboard and then they taped it and then let me pick out my frame and then that we put it in there and we picked out the glass, whether we wanted shiny glass or trends, the kind that doesn't shine. And then we put on the backing and then we tapped it in the little nails and then we filled in putty in there. It was like a craft. I absolutely loved it. But people do like that stuff. Or if you know someone who crochets, again, if somebody's going to have their first baby and you can crochet something simple like their first pair of booties or a small baby blanket, you'll never be forgotten. No kidding, they will use that for life. I'm no kidding. I still have my grandmother. She loved crocheting. I have a best friend. She loves crocheting. And I haven't gotten into it yet. I need to learn how because it looks so fun. And once you get the stitches down, you can just go and go and go while you're talking to people and doing stuff. Knit, 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 crochet, crochet. And nice, warm, cozy, cuddly blankets come from it. And it's so personal. It's the most personable gift. Anyway, so that's one thing. Here's another, get a really cute candy dish. I've shown you several in my gift ideas, but this is one that I think is really cute. It's Santa, and there's his bag, and you put the candies in it, and this one's getting low. So my husband got me some more, and this is a very special gift in that it's Lindor chocolates, and this one's coconut milk chocolate truffle, and it's in blue, and I just think that blue is so pretty. So I'm going to add me some blue in here. But you can give them a little candy dish and then some really elegant like Godiva chocolate squares or these little Lind ones. Look at the pretty blue. Okay, that looks very like snowy. And then he got me these kind of bronze colored caramel or caramel, however you say it. I love those. Or you could just buy one of these. And this has caramel, extra dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, and dark chocolate. And you just give them this. I mean, that's a gift in itself because these aren't cheap. But, I mean, they're not overly expensive either. But anyway, you give them that and the candy dish. Oh my gosh. And that gives them something they can put out so they feel like, you know, they're a winner because they put out something really good for the family coming over. And look how pretty it looks. Hold on, let me kind of position them. I like to position them. Maybe a few more. There's a black one. What's the black? Oh, that's extra dark chocolate. But look how pretty that looks, you guys. Look at all the pretty colors. And that is just so nice. A gift. I just love it. I think that's so cute. I love it. Anyway, so that's something you can give. And then another gift idea is a book. Now, I just recently went to a women's conference, and we got several books that this particular speaker, I think I talked to y'all about this before, but I didn't tell you about the books. And it was Rachel Lovingood is her name. And so if you guys go to a church and you would like to have a women's group speaker, she is excellent. She's so stinking funny, but she is just so inspiring too. And I absolutely loved her. But I bought 4 of her books. One is called Even More, and it's a 40-day experience that challenges you to intentionally seek out the fullness of God's plan for your personal life. So it's called Even More. And you could put that and maybe a little thing of candies in a bag and give that to one of your friends. Here's another one. These are daily devotions. This one's called Expect More, Exceedingly and Abundantly from Ephesians 3:20. It's a daily tool for learning to expect more from God and believe Him that He's going to do it based on His Word. And this is a real skinny one. So, I mean, that's so easy. 40 days, you're done. And you're so much stronger. And people say, well, why do you even do devotions? Because it changes your faith life. When you focus on the Word of God, it'll change your life. This is the power of one. This is if one person does one thing a day for 21 days, only God knows the impact that it'll have. So it's talking about just impacts that you can have as one human being. If you did one thing every single day, the impact you could have on the world. We're taught to believe in the world's thinking that we can't make that big of an impact unless we're a politician or a Hollywood person. That's not true. I remember I heard of someone who they had worked over as a missionary in like Kenya or someplace, Nigeria or someplace. And when they came home on their plane, there was someone who had, I don't know, a movie star or whatever, and they came down the plane. This is the ones that don't have the kind of the big airports where they actually get off the plane and the stairs go down to a tarmac or whatever, a runway area. And there was all these people greeting that person and yay, yay, yay. And there was news teams and all this sort of stuff. And they got out and they were like, no one even noticed all that I've done for mankind and God. And yet for that person who did like one thing and everybody thinks it's great and it's not really impacting anyone's life, it's maybe a little bit of entertainment, which entertainment has its value. And they just were kind of talking under their breath to God about it and just like, God, you know, I didn't get any acclaim. And He's like, first of all the acclaim belongs to me. Second of all, your acclaim will be huge in heaven. Wait till you get there. It's going to way outdo what that person got. You remember, don't focus here. Focus heavenward. Here's another one called IY. And this is about the upcoming generation, how we can help impact them because it's just a whole different world for them, guys. But these kind of books in a little bag or something like that is really nice. Another thing is perfume. Perfume and handbags. They're just so personal. It's hard to buy for someone, but I'm going to tell you my 3 favorites for the holidays. I don't know why for the holidays, but they just, I don't know why. First and foremost, and I really truly don't know why, this just strikes me as like a holiday or Christmas scent, but it's Obsession by Calvin Klein. And for years, I've always loved this just at Christmas. It's very spicy for one thing, so maybe that's why. You know, kind of the spiciness of the season. Another one is Victoria's Secret's, what's it called? Rafini? Oh, please tell me. Rapture, sorry. First of all, it's beautiful packaging. If you want to get someone this, you cannot go wrong. It's a beautiful brassy heart. And it's got a ruby kind of colored top. And it just smells absolutely wonderful. It could be an everyday or date night or just special Christmas party, whatever. But it just strikes me as a holiday one. And it is so, so pretty. And it smells so, so pretty. It's one of my favorite perfumes anyway. But especially at the holidays. And then another recent one that I've fallen in love with that kind of reminds me of both of those in a way is this Dior. And it's not just your regular Dior. It's Dior Addict. Like you're addicted to it. It does smell good. And then another thing that you can do, here's another book. I absolutely love this one. This is from Anne Graham Lotz, who's Billy Graham's daughter, and it's about heaven. A lot of people go through tough times at Christmas, and so sometimes they need a reminder about heaven because their loved ones have gone on and they're kind of asking questions about it. And so this is a great one. This is a great book that you can give them, and a real sweet card or maybe some candies or something to go with it. And then another one that sounds weird, but Luminara candles, y'all. Luminara, the brand, is like the best. And to have the big tape, the big, you know, 3 to 5 inch ones is one thing, but also to get one of these. This is a taper. Do y'all see that? And it flickers by itself, and it's just so cool. And especially when you have this little piece that goes with it, and you put that in